Hello, and thanks for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, I say welcome to Frowns to Smiles. If you are a returning subscriber, I say thanks for coming back. Well, my name is Miss Davis. I am your teacher, and class is in session. So come on in. Today, we're going to be talking about decision making and how every decision that we make is based on what we value, what we need, and what we want. So, specifically, we're going to be talking about financial decisions. And every financial decision is based on what we value, what we need, and what we want. So, let's go over a few definitions. What is value? Value is a fundamental belief about something that we hold dear as an individual regarding something that's worthwhile or something that's desirable to us. The thing about values is that your value may be totally different from mine. It doesn't make mine right and yours wrong. It's just different. And our values are governed by a lot of different things. And we value different things, such as honesty. I'm big with honesty because I told you before, a half a truth is still a lie. I value education. You can see some of the degrees back here. It's important to me. But for many of you, it may not be important, and that's okay too. Success is not determined by your educational level. For some, you may value time with your family. And I do. I value spending time with my children and my loved ones. I look forward to making breakfast and spending time and going on vacation and cooking dinner and going to church together and worshiping together. Those are enjoyable times to me. I value that. For some, it may be financial security. I heard people say money can't make you happy. And I agree with that because I know a lot of broke people that don't have any money and they're not happy. And I know some people that are making a lot of money and they still aren't happy. But I can tell you one thing, that having a little bit more money will make you a whole lot more happier. So for some, it is financial security. You tell me, what do you value? Put it down in a comment. What kind of things do you value? What kind of things do you hold dear to you? Some of the things we value is based on who we value as people. For some of us, we place great value in what our friends and our peers tell us. If they say it's cool, if they say it's hot, then we want to do it because we place great value in their opinion. For some of you, it may be your colleagues at work. It may be individuals who you grew up with. For some of you, it may be teachers such as myself or another trusted adult. You trust the guidance and the wisdom. For some of you, it may be social media. It is whatever the gram is saying. It's whatever TikTok is saying. So whatever that hot thing is, that's what you go with. For some, it's the culture. You're doing it for the culture. If the culture says it's hot, that's what we're doing. And so again, our values are going to be different. What I hold dear to me may not be the same thing that you hold dear to you. And it's okay. Our differences are just that, they're differences. And when we learn to embrace and love each other for who they are, regardless of what our differences are, we will be a whole lot more happier, I believe. Well, let's get back to these definitions. So needs, what are needs? Needs are something that's required for survival. They're necessary. You can't live without them. Some of the examples of a need would be water, food, shelter, and clothing. Those are necessary things for survival. You and I both know you can't go a long period of time without any food and without anything to drink. I know you're probably saying, I hate water. Okay, but the things that you're drinking is comprised of water. And if you don't eat or drink, after a certain amount of time, your body will go not only into ketosis, but you will eventually die from dehydration and malnourishment. We also need clothing. It protects us from the elements outside. I live here in Maryland and it's been so cold. You need a coat on. You need shoes, boots, preferably, a sweater, jeans, something to keep your body warm. Yeah, clothing is important. It also helps you when the summer outside, when the weather is really hot. And so all of those things are going to be important. Shelter. It protects you from the elements, from the hot and the cold. It protects you from windstorms, rain, snow, and it also provides safety for you. So those are things that are required for survival. And then we go to wants. So what exactly is a want, Miss Davis? And I'll tell you that a want is something that you desire, but it's not required for survival. It's something that you like to have, like the extra stuff. Again, it's not bad. It's just putting things in perspective. So I'm gonna go over a few things. I'm gonna give you a list of a couple of things, and I want you to tell me whether it's a need or a want. And you don't have to be ashamed. Nobody sees it but you. Or you can type it out in the comment if it's a need or a want. But if it's a need, I want you to raise one hand. If it's a want, both hands. Okay? So let's go. Let's get started. A new pair of designer jeans. Is it a need, one hand, or a want? A new purse. Is it a need or is it a want? That music subscription, that streaming subscription that you pay for every month. A need or a want? What about a refrigerator? A need or a want? How about a personal vehicle? Would that be a need or a want? How about that drink every morning, that nice cup of coffee or iced tea? Would that be a need or a want? So I just want you to just kind of put in your mind what are needs and what are wants. And I know some of you saying, I need a cup of coffee. But do you need to have that cup of coffee from that particular coffee chain? Or can you save money and make your own coffee? And so we have to determine that, because what we value, what we need, and what we want makes an impact on the decisions that we make. Let me bring it home. Let's just say you value what social media say. So social media tells you that you have to have these latest tennis shoes because they are getting ready to drop tonight. The fact is that you do need a new pair of shoes, but you want the latest ones. And you want the latest ones because social media has already told you that in order to look hot, you need to have these shoes. So you go and get these shoes. The value is you place value in what social media has told you. The need is that you do really need a pair of shoes. And the want is you want that particular brand because you place value in it. And so it can go with any area of your life, because every decision, every financial decision we make is based on what we value. If you value living in a certain neighborhood, then there's a need that you have to have somewhere to live. You want to live in this particular neighborhood because that's what you value. You value your safety. You value the ease of transportation. And so everything, every decision, if you don't remember anything else, just know that every decision that you make is based on what you value, what you need, and what you want. So to even bring it home further, let me give you an example of a cupcake. Everyone knows what a cupcake is, right? So if we just had the icing, strawberry icing with rainbow drizzle sprinkles on it, would that make a cupcake? Absolutely not. That's just the icing to the cake, right? So in order to have a cupcake, you first have to have the basic thing, which is the cake. The cake portion of the cupcake is what makes the cupcake. Otherwise, you just have sweets. So if you could imagine, if you will, that the cake portion represents the need, is something that's required. But the icing and the sprinkles, that represents the want. And the want can be whatever it is that you like. If you like chocolate icing, then you can determine whether or not you want whipped, whether you want crunchy, whether you want creamy, whatever it is that you want. And the sprinkles, the confetti, whatever you put on there, all of that's extra. But in order to have a cupcake, you have to first have the cake. That's the need. I want you to get into a position where every financial decision you make is based on what you value, something you hold very, very dear to you, based on what you need, something that's required for survival, and what you want, something that you like to have. But I do not want you to buy what you want and beg for what you need. I hope this video has been helpful. Until next time, keep smiling. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And also hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I send new content and upload it. Let's talk soon. Bye-bye.